Alright guys, welcome back to Behind the Curtain episode 8, part number 2. As you guys see, I'm in a great, joyous move. Wake up to a great news with this shirt being on, as you guys can see. We got great news. We got great news, people. Is the Roman push over? Hopefully it is, because I've got great news for you guys today for Behind the Curtain, episode 8, part number 2 for your Saturday morning weekend. So, Mike Johnson. You guys know what Mike Johnson is. He's like Dave Meltzer, but he's like the second biggest guy with in wrestling news out there in the area for wrestling. So, but before we kick everything off, we're gonna go ahead and discuss what we're gonna be talking about today. So, Shane McMahon undergoes successful surgery for his hernia. We also got news on Randy Orton going under a minor knee surgery. How long will Randy Orton be out? And then we got the great news. Well, we got two more topics for the great news. So, the other news would be Roman Reigns comments on if Vince McMahon has ever done him wrong in the past. And then the biggest news that I got, man, thanks to Mike Johnson. Now, listen here. Before we get into this news about Mike Johnson, has reported, I don't know if I'm going to take this towards as being 100% facts, but according to Ringside News, Mike Johnson's speculation, WWE's planning on doing Brock Lesnar versus Seth Rollins for SummerSlam. Now, we'll get into that today. But off the top of my head, I'm thinking of didn't I say yesterday that WWE's going to have to find a way to put the belt on Seth Rollins for the years over because he's right now the hottest guy in the company and possibly the biggest star in the company right now. Much as I love AJ Styles, but the work that Seth Rollins is doing, the dude's he's doing a freaking amazing work. So they'll have to find a way to get the belt on Seth Rollins. Now, just me thinking about this before we get into it. Will Seth Rollins keep the IC title? Will it be champion versus champion? Because remember, last time they did a champion versus champion match, I think it was Seth Rollins against John Cena, right? Cena was a U.S. champion. Seth Rollins was a WWE champion. Yeah. Yep. That's what it was. So, those are the biggest topics we're going to talk about today. But, before we get into the podcast, we'll do a little intro. Now, again, you guys, I get these tweets from you guys who are saying, you're being so mean on Roman Reigns. You're saying that he says he's he already thinks he already is a heel. People, he's being pushed as a babyface, okay? Yes, Roman Reigns gets booed just like Johnson gets booed, okay? Listen here. If Roman Reigns did officially turn heel, he'll probably get the loudest pop of anybody, I think, since when Stone Cold returned. I remember back in the day, Stone Cold returned at Backlash to help out The Rock win the WWE title. From you guys out there who may not remember this, you young whippersnappers out here who watch my videos, go back and look up Stone Cold returning in Backlash to help The Rock be Triple H for the WWE title. Listen to that reaction. I wouldn't say Roman would get full reaction like that, but it'll be a. It depends what city they probably would be in. First of all, let's say for example, say they're in Chicago or Philadelphia or Miami or LA. Something gotta be somewhere like that. Gotta be one of those type of cities. He'll get something like that. He wouldn't get completely like that, but he'll get something like that. You catch my drift. So now listen to JD's video again. JD from My 206, you guys don't know who he is. Big wrestling YouTuber on here. It's the reason why I even do Behind the Curtain, because I love the guy so much. He does great work and inspired me to do this too. He had a great idea, which he's been telling you guys for the past 3 weeks. For example, we'll get into it though again, but I'm just gonna tell you right now. AOP has not been on TV for the past 4 weeks. You know what I'm saying? Do something with AOP. AOP and Roman Reigns team up as the Roman Empire. Come on, that'd be a great faction. Roman Reigns, AOP, this huge faction. You know what I'm saying? Take over Monday Night Raw. Since Roman Reigns thinks the company is holding him back or doing him wrong, which we know they're not, but storyline-wise, as Roman Reigns thinks the company is holding me back. Well, Roman, if the company is holding you back so much, create a new faction with you. AOP and Roman Reigns, a heel faction. It could work. So, when Roman Reigns does turn, I think he will turn heel. It's just going to be a matter of, when are they going to do it? And, like I said, Vince will have to find, because I don't know truly if Vince really thinks Seth Rollins is his number one guy. To me, Vince will have to find somebody, maybe if it's Drew McIntyre, maybe if it's Adam Cole, maybe if it's Aleister Black, maybe if it's Bobby Roode. I don't even think it's Bobby Roode right now at this point. Somebody, Vince is going to have to find somebody that he truly believes in that could take over Roman's spot or John Cena's spot until he turns him heel. That's what I think will really be. Until Vince truly finds somebody who can take Roman or John Cena's spot on Monday Night Raw, he won't turn him heel. I don't think he will. So, we'll see. Right now, Seth Rollins is gaining that popularity where he literally is in the top 5 wrestlers in the entire wrestling world, which is Kenny Omega, Okada, AJ, Seth Rollins, yeah. So, those are now your top 4 people. Okada, Omega, Rollins, AJ. Right now, your top 4 guys. Well, if you want to put 5, who'll be the 5th person? Shit. I'm trying to think of a 5th person. But those are right now your top 4 guys across the world wrestling right now. So, I think until Vince McMahon truly finds somebody he really thinks could take Roman or John Cena's spot on Monday Night Raw, he will not turn Roman Reigns heel. Okay? So, that's the intro right there for you guys. Again, we're going to come right back. We're going to discuss WWE planning doing Seth Rollins versus Brock Lesnar for SummerSlam. Randy Orton undergoes minor knee surgery. And then Shane McMahon goes under successful hernia surgery. And also the last topic for today will be Roman Reigns was asked, does he think Vince McMahon has done him wrong in any way, shape, or possibly? Which, if this dude says yes in any way, he's a freaking idiot. Vince has literally sugar-coated Roman Reigns. He has pushed this dude to the moon. If he even says no in this article, which I'm about to read, I'm going to be livid. Because listen here, bro. You main evented 4 Manias in a row. Even John Cena's never main evented 4 Manias. You won the Royal Rumble. You've been a freaking Grand Slam champion. Okay, bro? What else do you want from Vince McMahon? So if you say no in any way, shape, or form, bro, I'm going to get you. So we're going to be right back, guys, for episode 8, part number 2. As you can see, Chris Paul, looking a little kind of dapper, bro. Looking kind of dapper there, fam. So we'll be right back.
Yeah.
DJ The Real.
The way we put this shit together, you know what I mean? Punch on the real, make the beat, you know what I mean? I got this man on the saxophone.
Alright, guys, welcome back. Alright, let's just get right into the. Of course, we're going to get right into the Seth Rollins Roman Reigns news, okay? Listen here. Yesterday on Behind the Curtain, episode 8, partner 1, I told you guys. They need to find a way to get the belt on Seth Rollins right now. Push this man to the freaking moon. He's your biggest draw right now in the freaking company. I don't care what anybody says. You could say Elias. You could say AJ. You could say Nakamura. Braun Strowman. Whatever you want to say. Seth Rollins right now. Just a simple add to his freaking interest music. Just a simple add after the guitar that stops. And the drums stop. You add this. All they had to do, they added this. And this has changed this man. His whole career. This changed this man's whole career. Just added, burn it down. Listen, freaking it started, at WrestleMania, when you had, what was it like? They had, probably things like they probably had maybe 60, I'd say 70,000 people. Burn it down. When Seth Rollins does a little super kick, that's his setup, his signature move, when he stomps the knee like Shawn Michaels, everybody's chanting, burn it down. Burn it down. Like, this dude is your biggest draw in your company. So, according to Mike Johnson, we're going to get right into this. Ringside News. Mike Johnson speculates on PW Insider Elite Audio that Seth Rollins may be, again, speculation. This is not 100% facts, but this is his opinion, what he thinks was going to happen. Okay? Take it with a grain of salt. May not even happen. Maybe it might even be Roman Reigns versus Brock Lesnar at SummerSlam. We just don't know, but it's speculation. On PW Insider Elite Audio that Seth Rollins may be the next challenger for Brock Lesnar, WWE Universal Championship title. Pointing to Rollins, as he does on Twitter, when he does his Intercontinental Championship Open, he does a hashtag, Brock Who. Hashtag at the latest indicating that Rollins could soon step up to take on Lesnar. I've noticed lately on social media, he's been doing Brock Who, hashtag Brock Who. So it would appear that Dave Sherenter, in predicting that Seth Rollins against Brock is the match to look at. He might be right. What it means for WWE. Rollins has been taking a lot of verbal shots at Lesnar during recent promos, referring to himself as a fighting champion, while blasting Lesnar for hardly ever being around. Yeah, we can kind of get that stuff anyways. Common sense says that this is WWE not subliminally taking shots at Brock, but taking shots at Brock. This is the way setting the stage for a Lesnar Rollins feud to continue, who have a long history with one another, but never really got the feud resolved, which you guys remember, WrestleMania 31, probably the greatest freaking cash-in besides the Edge's cash-in on John Cena. Seth Rollins again cashed in his Money in the Bank ladder match, made the match a WrestleMania Triple Threat match. He went on to beat Roman Reigns. Again, he pinned Roman Reigns. He didn't pin Brock Lesnar, if you guys don't remember that. Rollins did pin Brock Lesnar. And then at Battleground, it was Lesnar versus Rollins for the rematch. But again, Undertaker interfered in the match, which the match never ended. So Rollins versus Lesnar has not really ever ended or concluded with a winner, because they never have each actually fought each other to a complete match. So, I'm going to be honest with you guys here. Like I said, right now, Braun Strowman again. What is he doing now? Braun Strowman's in limbo. Will WWE go back to do another Fatal 4-Way like they did last year? You guys remember last year, I believe it was Joe, Lesnar, Strowman, and Roman, that Fatal 4-Way, right? Didn't Brock Lesnar pin Roman Reigns last year at SummerSlam? Okay, so, honest opinion, Roman's got everything. He's lost to Lesnar. Let's add that in. He's lost to Lesnar last year at SummerSlam. He lost to Lesnar at WrestleMania this year. He lost to Lesnar at Battleground. Dude gets no more shots. Okay? As long as Brock is champion, he gets no more shots. This is what I would do. You want me guys to do this for you. Perfect way. This is what you do. Right now, who's on Raw? You have Rollins, Strowman, Lesnar. Okay? The problem in this is here. If you say they go that way, that's their triple threat match for SummerSlam. Who takes the pin in that match? I believe the only time Braun Strowman's been pinned was, I think the last time Braun Strowman's been physically pinned, guys comment down below. I think the last time Braun Strowman's been physically pinned was against Brock Lesnar, and what was that? No Mercy. That's the last time I think Braun Strowman's been pinned since then. So he's gone since October, November, December, January, February, March, April, May. He's gone 7 months without being pinned. Comment down below if I'm right. Rollins ain't taking no damn pin. The way the guy is over right now. Brock Lesnar's not taking no damn pin. We know he doesn't take pins. So you need to add a fourth person to this match. Now, worst case scenario. Let's just say this hypothetically, guys. Even though we know this guy shouldn't be in this match, no whatsoever. Let's just say they add Jinder Mahal to the match, okay? You add Jinder Mahal to the match, okay? Then you can have somebody who can take a pin. But again, that'd be another Fatal 4-Way for another year in a row. Like, that'll be the only problem for me. But again, Braun Strowman needs to be in the match because he is lost right now, people. Braun Strowman is lost in this company. He's not being pushed. Braun Strowman should have been the champion right now. Let's get that fact out of the way. He should have been champion right now. But if it was me booking this, I'd have Rollins versus Lesnar straight up one-on-one. Rollins versus Lesnar straight up one-on-one. Then you're saying, then what do you do with Braun Strowman? Well, damn it. Let's see. You got Finn Balor on Raw. You still got Roman Reigns on Raw. You have returning Dean Ambrose. You have Bobby Roode. You have Drew McIntyre and Dolph Ziggler. Well, this is what you do. You take the belt off of Seth Rollins. Take the IC belt off of Seth Rollins. Maybe have him lose to Kevin Owens. And what they got next pay-per-view is Money in the Bank. Kevin Owens in the Money in the Bank ladder match, so you couldn't do that. Damn it, you couldn't do that. All right, scrap it. How about this? Turn Bobby Lashley heel in next coming weeks. You do Lashley versus Braun Strowman. So okay. I'm building the card for you right now, Vince. Pay attention. Heel Bobby Lashley versus Braun Strowman. Just get it out the way for SummerSlam. You're probably going to keep Roman Reigns face, even though you're not. You shouldn't. Do Dean Ambrose versus Roman Reigns at SummerSlam. So, okay, you got Lashley versus Strowman. Dean Ambrose versus Roman Reigns. Okay. 2 matches right there. Then you do Seth Rollins versus Brock Lesnar for the belt. So there, I just booked your top 3 matches for SummerSlam, Vince. Dean Ambrose heel versus Roman Reigns. Braun Strowman versus heel Bobby Lashley. Seth Rollins versus Brock Lesnar. Now, you guys are probably saying, you're going to take the belt for Brock Lesnar? No, you're not going to, because they probably won't. This is where JD's idea comes in very handily. AOP's been sitting around doing nothing for the past 4 weeks. They've done nothing for the past 4 weeks, have they not? This is where I agree with him. Have Roman Reigns and AOP come out during the match. All have their the mask that the AOP has on. 3 guys. Roman Reigns cover up his tattoos with a nice long sleeve, whatever. Cover them up so nobody gives it away. They come out during the Rollins versus Lesnar match. Double DQ. Oh yeah, double DQ, whatever they're gonna do it. They both just beat down Lesnar and Rollins completely. You're like, who the hell are these guys? Well, you know it's probably AOP. You know it'd be AOP, but you can have Michael Cole say it's AOP, but who's the third guy? Who's the third guy? And then after they completely decimate Lesnar and freaking Rollins, Roman Reigns just takes off the mask. You're like, oh my God. Everybody be like, this is awesome. Of course, they're probably going to be like, this is awesome, finally. Or they chant, finally, or whatever you do. But that way, the Roman Empire is born. That would be a great way to go off for SummerSlam, wouldn't that be? That way you could set up whatever your next pay-per-view, which is whatever. What's the next pay-per-view after SummerSlam? I think it's Hell in a Cell, is it not? Damn it, good idea. Your next pay-per-view would be Hell in a Cell, right? So you would have Lesnar, Rollins versus AOP and Roman Reigns inside of Hell in a Cell. That would be... Pay me, Vince. That would be a great idea. Lesnar, Seth Rollins team up to take on AOP. Or you know what you could do? Just add a third member. How about Dean Ambrose with Lesnar and Rollins versus Roman Reigns and AOP. 3-on-3 Hell in a Cell match. Pay me, Vince. 3-on-3 Hell in a Cell match. That would be freaking badass. But we know that's probably not going to happen. let's just stick to probably W logic. Okay. I think Strowman versus Lashley will happen. I'll pencil that in. What they do with Roman Reigns, face Jinder Mahal again at SummerSlam, I wouldn't want to see that again, but they need to do something. Roman. At worst case, Roman Reigns will probably be in this match. It'll probably be Brock versus Rollins versus Roman Reigns triple threat match. Or worst case, it'll be Fatal 4-Way. It'll be Brock, Roman, Strowman, and Rollins. Fatal 4-Way. Again, another year in a row will be another Fatal 4-Way match at SummerSlam. That'd be... What the freak? Out here honking his horn. That'd be totally stupid for doing another Fatal 4-Way for another year in a row. But I'm going to go with it be a triple threat match at worst case. But again, Dean will be back by then cleared. That's your problem. Dean Ambrose will be cleared by freaking SummerSlam. You need to do something with Dean Ambrose. You need to do something. So, but I'm going to take this news as if this does happen, I'll be happy because Rollins deserves it right now. The guy's been the best worker in the company since last year's WrestleMania. This is called facts. Him and AJ have been the best 2 workers since last year's WrestleMania in the company. It's facts, people. It's just facts. Take it the way it is. He should be pushed. Now we got that news out the way. How long did I go? I went freaking 12 minutes on Roman Reigns. 12 minutes I've been doing Roman Reigns again and Seth Rollins. All right, let's get back into the news, people. What else we have? Let's get into, since we're speaking of Roman Reigns, let's continue this other article. Roman Reigns comments on if Vince McMahon has ever done him wrong. If this guy says any way he's done him wrong, I'll freaking be livid because this hasn't happened. All right, let's get into it. Let's go down here. Roman Reigns did an interview with The Express to talk about several professional wrestling topics. One of the topics of discussion was whether or not Vince McMahon has ever done Roman wrong. Here's what he had to say. All the McMahons are great people, and if you know them, you get to talk to them on that level. It's very easy to see them. They're very personal, and that's the key. You have to build a relationship, Reigns revealed. It's not just with the McMahons, it's everybody. It's just about getting to know people and a lot of people getting to know you. I can't say Vince has ever done me wrong, regardlessly of all the fantasy bookers out there. At the end of the day, life's been pretty good for me. Again, guys, like I said yesterday, this guy is just going along for the ride. He's going along for the ride. He does not care how his character is being built. He's just going along for the ride, which, again, can't blame the guy. Life's been pretty good for me in the wrestling business, so I have to attribute a lot of that to the relationship that I do have with Vince and the way that he has always taken care of me. He's taking care of me. Oh yeah, he's taking care of you, Roman. Pretty good, isn't he, bro? Isn't taking good care of you. He takes care of all of us. To have that responsibility and that role is not easy. Is it, Roman? It's not easy. To be a provider and a protector, and that's what he is. I think along with everybody else, I can say that we all are very grateful. Yeah, you better be damn grateful, Roman, the push that you're freaking getting. So, like the guys told you yesterday, I honestly believe this guy's just going along for the ride. Because if he had any care about his character, he would step up and say something about how the way he's getting booed and treated. He would say something, right? But you heard it right there from the man's mouth. He's going along for the ride. He's taking very good care of you. Is he not, Roman? Let's get to the Shane McMahon undergoes. You know what? Actually, no. We'll hold Shane McMahon off for the end because let's get into Randy Orton. I think Randy Orton's a bigger topic here because I had a booking idea. If Nakamura does lose to AJ Styles at Money in the Bank, Nakamura needs to feud with somebody else, and I brought up Randy Orton. So if Randy Orton's out with an injury, that goes by Nakamura, Randy Orton for SummerSlam. Okay, how does Randy Orton title into this? Did they mix up the freaking news here? They messed up the news, man. This is not who's the next challenger for Seth Rollins. Where's the Randy Orton news? Hold up, guys. Let me go to Cage Side Seats real quick because PW Mania just freaking mixed up the news. See if I can find the Randy Orton news on PW Mania real quick. I mean on Cage Side Seats. Hate when they do that stuff. Alright, wow. They even Cage Side Seats doesn't have the Randy Orton news. Let me Google Randy Orton real quick. It'll probably pop up. Randy Orton. Randall Keith Orton. Randall Keith Orton. Okay, there we go. Let's go ahead. Let's go on this one here. Update on Randy Orton's knee injury. Okay, let's see what we got here. WrestleZone, what you got? Okay. Scroll down here. As noted before, WWE Superstar Randy Orton underwent successful knee surgery recently to repair a tear in his medial meniscus. Ooh. And his left knee. Oh, man, that sucks, Randy. How long is he going to be out? Let's see. Commenting on the surgery, Orton told WWE.com that he knew he needed surgery since last year. Wow. Going since last year. But he was waiting for the right time to go through it. Randy Orton is expected to be out of action for 2 months. 2 months out of action. So, that's what? May, June. Okay, let's whatever. We'll go with May. May, he's had the surgery now, so June, July. He'll be back for SummerSlam. Expect to be out of action for 2 months, according to 4W Online. Yeah, meaning that he would be good enough to return in ring. Yeah, good enough to turn in ring for SummerSlam. So you could do, for example, let's say this out. Nakamura loses to AJ. Nakamura is just beating up people, left, right, and center, bullying people. And then out of nowhere, here comes Randy Orton to take down Nakamura. That could work. Now, if that's what they want to do, like I told you guys, what you could do, AJ does beat Nakamura. No U.S. title for Nakamura. No. You don't just get to face Jeff Hardy because he lost a W title opportunity. No. What you can do would be Nakamura goes to the back of the line, faces, say, example, first feud is against Ty Dillinger. Nakamura beats Ty Dillinger. And then Nakamura moves on to face, let's see, who else could Nakamura face that's right now not being used properly that's in that area. I'm trying to think of somebody. Damn, SmackDown doesn't have anybody who's on that, like that lower level that's not being used that you could use, besides Ty Dillinger. Yeah, but you get the drift. Have somebody that Nakamura can face fall after Ty Dillinger. He bullies them completely, does his whole low blow gimmick. Randy Orton versus Nakamura could work at SummerSlam for me. And again, Randy Orton would take another L at SummerSlam. If you guys look at Randy Orton's track record at SummerSlam, like literally their last couple years, He's been losing a lot of matches the past couple of years, Randy Orton has. So, mad respect to you, Randy Orton. But that's what I do with Randy Orton. Orton versus Nakamura for SummerSlam. And then you can do AJ versus Samoa Joe at SummerSlam, which that's what they really want to do. I can tell you that. AJ versus Joe is what they really want to do. All right. Here, the last news story for episode 8, part 2. Let's go with Shane McMahon news. Shane McMahon undergoes successful surgery. WWE posted the following today, revealing that WWE SmackDown Live Commissioner Shane McMahon underwent successful hernia surgery last Friday in New York City. You can check out the statement below. Shane McMahon undergoes successful hernia surgery. Shane McMahon underwent a successful hernia surgery last Friday in New York City. Is currently resting at home, but is feeling well and expected to get back to SmackDown Live soon. No, you only come back soon. Stay away, Shane. Rest up, bro. He'll probably be back at SummerSlam, though. Probably doing something. But that's all the topics we got for today, guys. Okay? Now, what I would do here, again, Shane's going to be out for a couple weeks. Should not be back in the ring. No time soon. Keep Shane off until next year's WrestleMania. Does not need to wrestle. You no way, shape, or form need to have Shane McMahon wrestle at SummerSlam. Listen, with a potential card I laid out for you right now, let's do this. AJ versus Joe. Potentially Daniel Bryan versus Ciamis, probably. That's what I would go for Daniel Bryan Ciamis at SummerSlam. That's a big way for Ciamis to get over it with the people who probably don't know who he is. Ciamis versus Daniel Bryan. Okay, let's go this. AJ versus Joe. Ciamis versus Daniel Bryan. Randy Orton versus Shinsuke Nakamura. Come on now, people. Roman Reigns versus Dean Ambrose, potentially. Lashley versus Braun Strowman. Lesnar versus Seth Rollins. I know I left out John Cena. I'm keeping hope alive, maybe. Cena versus Taker 2. That'll be your 7 big... What? Pay me, Vince. Pay me. And then potentially Finn Balor. Potentially Finn Balor versus heel Bobby Roode. Take my money, Vince. I just built for you a good freaking SummerSlam card. There's no way you could mess that card up, people. So, there'll be no way you need to have Shane McMahon wrestle on SummerSlam. Keep him away until next year's WrestleMania. Oh, I even forgot about Triple H probably. Look, I even forgot about Ronda Rousey probably wrestling against Steph McMahon. Again. Which they might tie it up. Stephanie versus Ronda at SummerSlam. Or maybe Natalya versus Ronda at SummerSlam. But that'd still be a big nut match right there. And then keep Triple H off the card too. He does not need to wrestle either. I don't want to see no McMahons except for if it has to be Stephanie wrestle Ronda. Because you want to tie that loose end up there. And potentially have Charlotte help Stephanie win. Maybe. Or something like that. But keep the McMahons and Triple H off of SummerSlam. You do not need them to be on the card. I just gave you 8 matches. 8 matches that everybody would be invested in. That's not even one match on that card that you're like, nah, I wouldn't want to watch that match. Keep them off the show. You don't need to be on the show. So Shane, you rest up. See you next year WrestleMania against who knows? Maybe Adam Cole. Just throwing it out there. Stay off the show, man. Alright, don't forget to like the video, guys. Comment down below, subscribe. I will get this up there for you as soon as I can. And then we'll try to do some more videos before I go off to work. Yesterday, I forgot to go to work early, so I couldn't. Literally was sitting here, had to close my laptop. It was rendering like for 2 hours. But I couldn't publish it. So, edit this one, get this one up there as soon as I can, and be back for some more videos.
Yeah. DJ Durrell. Yeah. The way we put this shit together, you know what I mean?